Hi everyone, so I was just cleaning out the boys and I thought I'd have a go at filming just my day with the pigs for now. So it's not, I've already, as you can see, started cleaning the boys out. I've just wiped everything down, but I just thought I'd film a bit of today while I'm doing it, because I also need to tidy around the pig area and do some washing too. Because I keep the pigs in the garage, which is attached onto the side of our house. So yeah, I just need to give it a bit of a tidy. So I'm only cleaning out the boys today, because I usually do the boys on a Thursday and then the girls on a Friday, so it's not too much, like, so I'm not spending the whole day cleaning it out. But yeah, the girls could do with a clean too at the moment, but I'm going to do them tomorrow. So there's Dora, and then I think Daphne's under the fleece hide back here. So yeah, so if it's a bit wobbly, I'm still not very good at holding it still, so yeah. But excuse the mess, this is just all beds and stuff I need to put away. But while I clean the pigs out, I just put them in this cage. I'd never actually keep pigs in here. This was given to us. Frankie's going in the cuddle cup. Not cuddle cup. Cozy sack that I made. But yeah, I've never kept pigs in one of these, but because it's too small, but for cleaning them out it's really good, and especially the girls aren't as... Oh, Frankie's off. Basil's flaked out. They're on newspaper today, because usually I put like a fleece bath mat at the bottom, but yeah, they didn't have one in their cage, so I usually just take it out of the cage and put it in, but they didn't have one in today, so I thought I'd just put newspaper in because they won't really chew it. But what was I saying? I've completely forgot. I can't remember what I was saying, but look at... Oh, he's all kicked out. I just had to watch that clip back again so I could remember what I was saying. But what I was saying is I find it's good for the girls because they're not as tame yet. I'm really sort of working on getting them tame, because the boys are really tame, but the girls aren't. They're very skittish in it, and I think it's because previously they were owned by some young children, and obviously they'd sort of reached in and, like, they weren't rough as such with them, but they were very noisy, and like they'd chase them around in the cage to get them out and stuff. So I think because of that, that's made them quite skittish. But yeah, so I find this is really good just because it's smaller, so when I take them out of the cage, when I clean them out, I put them in here, and then it's easy for me to get them out to weigh them too, because I always weigh them when I clean them out, so I do it every week. To weigh them, I just use these scales. They're the Smart Weigh ones. Got them off Amazon. So yeah, they're postal or kitchen scales, and they're really lightweight and really thin, but they're just, I really like them, and they're perfect for the guinea pigs because I can either sit them in a bowl in it, or what I usually just do is just put them on top of it and they sit there anyway. So yeah, and it's really accurate as well, which I like, because I used to use the scales that had like a dial on, and obviously I couldn't read that as accurate because it wasn't saying an exact number. So yeah, the boys are so sleepy, bless them. They never go in the cozy sack, they tend to just lay on top of it, so I'm quite surprised he's done that, but he's very sleepy. Oh, bless him. Oh, it's gonna have a focus. Oh, sorry, Frankie. So cute. Basil's still just laid down here. So yeah, it's because it's the morning, they've just got their pellets, so you get an eighth of a cup each. And then I've given them as a treat some oat hay. I tend to give them like a handful or two when I clean them out just so they have something to do and it's a nice treat for them. And they have a hay rack in there, which I use with the girls but not with the boys, because the boys just don't use it. They're too lazy to pull it out, so they just don't use it. And this back here, I just put in, this was in the cage before. Oh, I can't reach it. This is just a little donut, and it's actually a dog toy. It has a squeaker in. But yeah, I thought it was really cute. I got it from Pets at Home. They were £2. So yeah, I got 2 of these. And I'm going to use this for an upcoming cage theme too. Frankie's so nosy. It's so hard for me to take photos of him now, because literally as soon as I stick my phone in the cage to take a photo, he just comes straight up and he's got his nose in the camera so it won't focus because he's so close. So yeah, anyway, I've got sidetracked. I better get back to cleaning. What are you doing, Frankie? So I've just put the boys' fresh liner in. So this is actually a new liner that I've just recently made. I love this print. It's really, I've not seen one like this before, this print. So it's just got the hearts with the sort of floral prints on, and the polka dots. So yeah, I just thought it was really cute. And I make all my own liners as well, so I tend to, because the cage is like a 2x5, I find it's a lot easier if I have a 2x2 liner and then a 2x3 liner, just because it fits a lot better in the wash, and it's a lot easier to clean out. So if I have to clean them out in a rush, I can sort of just put them on one side while I clean the other side and then switch them around. So yeah, I really like this print. It's a bit girly for the boys. I'm trying to have less girly stuff for the boys, but yeah, they won't mind. It's got blue in and it's like black too, so I guess it kind of is a bit boyish in a way. Well, that's what I'm telling myself, but yeah. So I really like this, and I always make my liners double-sided too. So on the back, it just has this really cute owl print. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that one. And yeah, I always make them a bit big too, like as you can see it's sort of folded over here, just in case they shrink. Yeah, so I always make them a bit bigger. I've made some other stuff recently, so I'll show you in the next few clips some of the stuff I've made. And I was also wondering, like, would any of you like to see a tutorial on how I make them? I know there's lots out there on YouTube, but I just wondered if anyone would be interested in one like how I make them. I don't know if it'll be slightly different to some of them, just to see. It wouldn't be straight away, but if you'd like to see it, just comment down below. Yeah. And so yeah, I'm just going to put some more pads and cozy items in the cage. See if I can find anything that matches, because loads of my stuff is in the washing at the moment, so I'll have to see. It'll probably end up being a bit of a mismatch of items, but so yeah, down here they just have a tile that I've been putting in to keep them cool, because they've been out. It's been really warm lately, and they have been outside most days, for most of the day really. They have a hutch and a big run out there, so I put them out there. So like yesterday they were out from like 11 till about 8:30 at night, because it's just good, because it's been so hot, but we have a shady part of our garden, and I just put them in there, and they have like ice packs wrapped in fleece out there too to lay on, and I've been putting little tunnels out with damp towels out as well, to keep them cool. Then here they have the dumbbell throw from Lubu Shed Zoo, and just an ice cream tube from Pets at Home, from the new range, bright light, something, I can't remember what it's called. Then they just have this little jingly toy here, that was from Violet, and it's just got a little bell in it. Then at the back here they just have a cuddle cup with an extra pad in that I made for them. So yeah, then they just have their water bottle, well, one of them, and a willow wreath from Pets at Home that's just cable tied to the side as usual. Then here they have a bed. Now this was given to me, so I don't know where it's from, but it comes with a removable pad, and I just put the little froggy snuggle blanket, and I think that was from Quality Save. Then here they just have a little vine wreath from Chinchilla's 2 Shop that was in my last haul, and here they have one of these bamboo stick things from Chinchilla's 2 Shop too. Then at the back they've just got a bath mat that I folded into quarters, so it's like really thick and squishy for them, and that's in the corner with their snuggle blankie. This is another one, it's just a giraffe. I can't remember where that was from, I think it might have been B&M. Here they've just got their baby links, and I just lifted those up because they were like touching the bottom, because obviously this makes it a lot higher. So I just lifted those up so they didn't get their feet caught in there or anything. And they just have their Living World water bottle here. So I just thought I'd show you too. I've got these, you can't really see them because it's light, but these fairy lights, they're just little butterflies that just go all along here. And you can't see, but they go right along. They're just little pink ones, and they were from Primark. They were £2.50. But I just thought they looked really pretty, and obviously they're out of reach from the pigs because they're really high up from the boys, and then the girls obviously can't get down here. I've just come out to check the grass to see if it's okay to put pigs out because it's really nice weather. So yeah, I have 2 of these. They're 4x6 feet. So I put the boys in this one and the girls in that one over there. As you can see, there's hay on the floor still from yesterday. And then I put this hutch inside the boys' cage. Oh, there's my cat Reuben. Hello, Roo. Hello. Hello. He's really good with them too. Obviously I wouldn't leave them like alone, but he just likes to sit and watch them. And the guinea pigs aren't scared of him either, so that's really good. And he will. No. And then yeah, they just go in this hutch, which is obviously really tiny, but for when they're in a run it's kind of like just a hidey house for them. So I open up both sections so it's completely open and keep a water bottle here for them. Can't decide whether to put them out there because I don't know if you can see, but the sky's looking a bit suspicious and I have a feeling it's going to rain, so I think I'm going to leave it a bit and see if it blows over, and then I might put them out because it's not too hot today. Boys are very sleepy. They always seem to sleep when they're in this cage. I think it's because it's small, they get bored or something, but yeah, they're not used to a cage this small, but it's only for like half an hour while I clean them out, so it's not too bad. So I'm just going to weigh them. I'm going to try and film it, but I don't know whether I'll be able to because I don't have a tripod or anything like in my last video. The reason it's not the best of, well, one of the reasons it's not the best quality is that I was actually using a hay bale as a tripod, which doesn't really work, so I need to get one, but yeah. So I'll have a go at filming it, but I don't know whether it's going to work. So yeah, so before I weigh them, I just thought I'd quickly show how I keep track of everything. So I have this little file, it's just got like the pockets all attached inside, and here I have these Cavi weight record sheets, and these were from Guinea Links, they're free, I just printed them off. So this one's Frankie's, so you can see I got him, well, I got them on the 28th of March, but I didn't weigh them for a while because I didn't want to freak them out. But so that was when I first weighed him in 2015, and he was only 500 grams. When I got them, he was only 9 weeks old. So yeah, so you can see how much you've grown. And then you can see here, this is it's really important to weigh them, just because that's one of the first signs you notice when they're ill. But you can see here, where are we? So he was around 900 grams for 2 weeks running, and then suddenly he dropped to 750. So we knew that was actually when he had a twisted knee, but because of that we had to separate him from Basil. They had a grid in between them, but obviously it's not the same as being in with another piggy, and I think he got a bit depressed because they did want to go together, but we just couldn't risk it because Basil's very, very dominant with him sometimes, and I didn't want him to knock his leg, so we just kept them separate for about 2 months, but they could still see each other, and obviously they're back together and happy now. But yeah, that's just to show the effect it can have when you split them up. You know, you've got to, it's so important to have piggies with friends. And then here I've just got Basil, and then Dora and Daphne. Obviously I've not had Dora and Daphne for as long, so they've not been weighed as much. In here I also keep other information that I find in print off. So this is the Guinea Lynx hay chart, and it's just got information about all different types of hay, so like the crude protein, calcium percentage, phosphate, magnesium, and the calcium to phosphate ratio. And that's the end of that. And then also I have a couple of different veggie lists, so can't remember where this one's from. If I can find it, I'll link it down below. But yeah, and I've sort of colour coded this myself. It tells you. This one's really good. I like this one because it's quite simple. Like, it doesn't give you loads of numbers. It just says whether it's high or low. So it's got the vitamin C, calcium, and phosphorus. How much is in it, and it's got any feeding notes. So yeah, and it's got some information about dry feed there as well. Then this is the Happy Cavi guinea pig safe food list as well, and it's also got a key on how frequently you can feed it. So yeah, it's got lots of things on here. It's quite a long list, this one, so I like this one too. And it's got extra feeding notes as well, so you can see it's still going. It's quite a long list, but I find this really handy. I like to print, when I find things like this, I like to print it out, because when I want to look back at it, I can just grab this book rather than having to find where it was on the internet again. So yeah, this is still the same list. This is a different list as well. This is also from the happycavi.com, and this is the dangerous food guinea pig list. So some of them are like quite obvious, obviously like coffee and soda you wouldn't feed your guinea pig, but there's other things as well that it's quite useful to just check up if you're on about feeding them anything. News, so yeah, that's that. This one's also quite a long list. Then here I also, this is off Gorgeous Guineas, and I printed this out. This is just typical symptoms of fungal infections compared to typical symptoms of mange mites. So my pigs have never had any of these, but I just like to keep it for future reference. Hopefully I won't need it, but you never know, and it's just useful information to have. Then the next page I have this. This I got from the Guinea Pig Forum. I just printed it off, and this is how to provide a run, how to best prepare indoor guinea pigs for the lawn season. So it talks about introducing guinea pigs gradually to grass so their digestive systems can get used to it. And then also what to watch out for, so don't feed soaking wet grass or frozen grass because it can cause them tummy upsets. Never feed lawnmower clippings because they ferment really quickly. obviously don't put the guinea pigs on if you've treated the one or use weed killer or anything. Dog and fox wee is poisonous, so make sure you don't let them on any grass that's where a dog could have been to the toilet. And also creeping buttercup and moss are poisonous, and too many daisies aren't good to eat. Then this I just printed off. This was what I posted on the guinea pig forum when I was first having problems with Basil and Frankie. If you can hear that in the background, that's the boys running around on the newspaper, which is why it's so noisy. Yeah, I posted this. I wanted some advice and about it, because we took obviously Frankie to the vet with his twisted knee, and so I wanted some advice on what to do, and I had quite a few people reply really quickly. As you can see, this is like a stapled sheet, so I have a couple of pages on that, so I thought I'd print it off and keep it for any future reference. And then I think that's it. This is when I adopted the boys. I adopted them from Avalon Guinea Pig Rescue, and I just found this on their website and I thought I'd print it off just to see. So yeah, I thought that was really handy to have. And that's it really. So yeah, this was what I used to keep track of when I first got the boys. I used to keep track of how old they were, and when I weighed them I used to write it on here, but it has a photo of both boys on, but obviously I don't use that anymore because I just have the proper chat. So yeah, I am going to go and weigh them.